Hi, this is howtofilefordivorce.org, and today we're going to show you how to file for divorce in the wonderful state of Massachusetts. So if you come over to our page, you'll be able to divorce for free. Step 1, download the Massachusetts divorce papers. Don't worry, we provide these forms 100% free to you. Just click on this link. We'll show you a bulleted list of all the divorce forms that are included. Other websites charge up to $100 for these forms, but we give them to you 100% free. So before starting the divorce process, you must get a statistical report form from the Register of Probate Office. You want to locate the Register of Probate Office in your county and retrieve an original copy of your marriage certificate. So you're going to need to get these two forms that we can't provide to you before you can start the process. Now you're going to have to meet with your spouse in order to fill out the following forms. Now, I'm not going to go through them all, but you're going to need to fill them all out. Obviously, if you don't have kids, disregard the Child Support Guidelines worksheet. But this is really the form that you're going to need that is going to spell out the meat and potatoes of your divorce, the separation agreement, which you have to attach to the petition. But this is going to say who gets the cars, who gets the property, credit card debt, if you have any cash in the bank. Everything's going to be spelled out in this agreement form. So if you have trouble negotiating with your spouse, I'm sorry, but you're probably going to have to go the attorney route. But if you have a sane spouse, and hopefully you're sane, and you can come to terms on this agreement, then your divorce is going to be very, very inexpensive, and it's going to go very, very smoothly. But if you do need an attorney, we have a list of attorneys right here on this link that are affordable and approved attorneys in Massachusetts. So moving along, you're going to need to fill all these forms out and file these forms with the Circuit County Court Clerk's office where you reside and pay the $220 whopping filing fee. Now remember, at this time this video was done, it was $220. So you want to double check to make sure that it's still $220, or just go to the clerk's office with a blank check and fill it in if you have that luxury. Now you will be granted a court hearing date at this time. So Massachusetts, they move pretty quick. Right after you file these forms, they'll get you in there. If you have minor children, you and your spouse will need to complete court-approved parental education classes. Now, the clerk will direct you to the appropriate classes, and you need to go here because if you have minor children, you're going to need this certificate at the court hearing. And the certificate you'll get is after you complete these foolish classes that teach you how to parent after you divorce. But, you know, that's what the state wants you to do, and I have to tell you how to do it. So, after you do that, you can go to your court hearing. If the judge sees that you successfully filed all the forms necessary, a findings will be signed and sent to you in the mail. After 120 days after your court hearing, you can get a certificate of divorce from the clerk for your own records. They'll make it anyway, but you want to make sure that you get it after the 120-day period to make sure that you can go out, be single, and remarry even if you want to. But at that point, your divorce in the state of Massachusetts has been finalized. Now, the only two requirements that you have is either party must be a resident for at least 12 months in the state of Massachusetts. Actually, that's the only one requirement that you need. And a divorce in Mass can take a minimum of 7 months. We say 7 months just because the courts are pretty backed up when it comes to divorce. So even though you can get all these things done in 2 weeks, by the time the government comes around, at the end of the day, it's going to be around 7 months. But that's it. That's how you file for divorce in the state of Massachusetts.